Well, here we are back on the Model A RZR. It's finally getting back to the time to be working on it again. I'm gonna start you off with a little bit of footage that's over a year old, doing some panel work on it, and then I'll get back to the update. I also wanted to let you guys know, if you're checking out the channel, we do a lot of stuff here. Check out the playlists, because there's some, you know, like pre-runner Bronco, Corvette stuff, F100 stuff, side-by-side stuff, Impala stuff, you know, there's everything. So check out the playlist in case there's anything else that entertains you guys. So let's get to some of this old footage and then we'll catch back up. We're making a lot of progress. I mean, it feels kind of slow, but it is what it is. It takes time to do this, and you know, we're getting on it. So I'm excited to see the results. So we gotta run our bend in here. Of course, we measured the degrees on it. Gonna be a little bit less than 90. Might have to be a trial bend. Maybe go 80 at first. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's go test it. So that panel is going in here behind the seats. See how, oh man. That bend is perfect.
I told you I knew what I was doing.
That's what you call lucky. Lucky.
That's what you call professional.
Yep, now we'll have more room to trim it with the bandsaw. We can make our little marks. We'll be cutting around that right there, and then we'll have another fold across the top here, which will strengthen the center of the transmission or the driveline tunnel, and then that'll come up, bolt to our seat bracket, hold it all nicely in place. So we'll cut that out.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That worked really good. That was the first turn of the key.
No way. Is this real life? It actually is. I am back on the Model A RZR project. We got sidetracked. I think it's been a couple of years now. Anyway, we did 3 F100s. Vince's Bronco over there. The pre-runner project is getting worked on. We got that Corvette we need to work on. Anyway, back on the Model A. It's been so close for so long. Just need a bunch of panel work. Just got the upper cage powder coated. And now I need to take and paint the chassis. It is time, and then I can start working on interior work. I painted the front here just so I could pass the wiring through, have an area to put it. But we are back on this project, super excited for that. So I will show you here in just a jiffy. I'm gonna paint. I got everything kind of masked. It's probably still gonna make a mess. Next time I come back, probably have the black nose, black eyes, black lungs, all that stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna get to painting. Just like that, it is painted and ready to rock. Got it painted yesterday when I caught up with you guys on video. And now today, a day later, it is ready to start bolting parts on. So that's what we're gonna do. Gonna get to rocking on that. It's been so long that I need to find some of the parts. Got kind of moved around in the shop a few times through cleaning and stuff. So I'm gonna get on it, and I think I will leave you with this video in this stage right here. Okay, seriously. How dumb would that have been if I left you off right there? I couldn't do it. I had so much more to do on this thing. It's getting so much closer. I figured, nah, I better show you guys. Show you where we're at right now. And then this is where I'm gonna leave you. But let's give you a little bit of a walk around. Okay, we got the L&W Fab suspension on here. Trailing arms, looking real nice. Sway bar end links. They're radius rods. Come around here. Of course, nothing's adjusted yet. Everything's just sitting on here lightly. Brake lines are gonna need to be adjusted. Right there, I've got my adapters. Those will run, convert it from RZR 4 lug to a Ford 5-on-4.5 bolt pattern, so I can run different wheels for that. I've got my battery cables here. Gonna build a battery box right here, do a little bit of a heat shield so the exhaust doesn't mess with it. Gonna be changing spring colors, but right now I just need to put something on it so I can figure out ride height. I do have a ton of other springs to try on it. So what I wanna do is get a spring on it that's going to allow me to run low with the white walls on it. So I'm gonna see, with this, should end up super low, and then when I wanna go to the dunes, I can crank the collar down. I wanna be able to do it without switching springs if I can. What I'll do is, in the low setting, I'll run limit straps. So that'll keep it from, jacking up real high when I go off bumps and stuff on the street or running around town with it in the low setting. Getting the interior together, not gonna be running that wheel. Got my Hess 2-to-1 steering there. Got my brake lines sort of routed up here. So I got the L&W, I think it's 1.75 or 1.5 forward mount A-arms in the front. That's to put the wheels further forward. They aren't gonna quite be as far forward as they would be on a Model A, but this will help. Got their tie rods, looking real good. I got the shock therapy bump steer delete kit, which is not adjusted yet. That just allows you to move the outer tie rod end up and down to get rid of bump steer. So that I'm gonna need to pull the shock off and cycle the suspension all the way through its travel and then adjust the height of that to keep it from towing in and out. Yeah, fuel tank is in. Pretty much everything's ready to rock. Seeing it this close is so motivating. There's a chance later today, might be able to fire it up, but I do have a bit of work. I gotta show you guys this crazy, crazy brake setup. Now, I'm no genius. I talked to Willwood, they said, not gonna work. But it's because they don't wanna think outside the box on projects like this. They don't wanna take the liability and say, oh yeah, that's gonna work. But I talked to their tech line, they said, not gonna work. So we'll see what happens. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So to make this, obviously I drive with hand controls. To make this easier for someone else to hop in it and drive it, I want the foot pedals to be able to work. But I also want hand controls. That makes it a little bit difficult. Normally, I would put my hand controls in this area. As you can see, there's not a lot of room. So here's my theory. It's either gonna work or it's gonna be an epic fail and I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of spaghetti of brake lines and stuff. Bear with me. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any ideas. Think I'm stupid, but it is worth a try. In theory, it's gonna work, I hope. So, the brake pedal right there. I want that to work and I want the gas to work for regular drivers. So what's gonna happen, push the brake pedal. It comes over here, runs through the factory master cylinder. Now, from the factory master cylinder, it comes back and I have this Willwood dual master setup. It would just be like a brake for their, for like a floor mounted setup. And then it has the bias bar here so you can go front and rear. Okay, check out this ridiculousness. Remember, I've got the front and the rear masters right here. So we got from the normal master, we got coming back, tying in here. Let's just say this one's gonna be the front brake on the left side. So we got the master coming in to feed this out of here, down to a T, that goes up to the front brakes. So that should work. Now, we come in from the normal master up there, we come into the rear brake feed, output of the rear brake, going back to the feed of the drift brake, output of the drift brake back to the T for the two rear brakes. That means, in theory, with these pass-through masters, that when you hit the foot brake, it's gonna work all the brakes like normal because it'll just pass the fluid through. Fingers crossed. Now, what I have here is prototype. Don't judge me, it's just a prototype right now. So when I need to drive with the hand controls and not use the normal brake pedal, what I will do is I am going to, like I have in the Falcon and my F100, I'm gonna run a bicycle brake lever that's gonna pull on the gas pedal. That's gonna be mounted somewhere up here. Chances are this is gonna get rebent wherever I feel like I need the lever, but then I'll have the gas like that. So bear with me. This will be bent different, obviously. Let's just say it's right here. So when I go forward, that's gonna push. Of course, all this is gonna get chopped off once I figure out where the fulcrum needs to be for all the brake system here. I'll probably still run the cool skateboard wheel here. I'll just make a better mount for it. But I'm gonna push forward. That's gonna run the regular front and rear brakes. Then, say I want to, hang her sideways into a corner or keep a drift going or initiate a drift, then I pull back and that's gonna just do the back brake. And then I can, squeeze the gas to control that. And then I go to front and rear brake. And then I go to drift brake. So, we'll see. That's where I'm at now. I got all the lines. They need to be routed better and stuff, but I've got the lines figured out. I think it's gonna work. I'm getting ready to pull all this out and paint it because I'm confident that it's gonna work. And in the next video, you're either gonna see me really sad and bummed that it's not gonna work and we're gonna have to figure out different controls, or hopefully it's gonna work sweet. So this time for real, I'm gonna leave you with the progress where we're at now. Stay tuned. I'm hoping that things are gonna be moving along quick. You saw a little bit, sorry, bear with me while I'm rolling around. You saw a little preview of the body. For the street, I'm gonna be running the big and little white walls here. Originally, I was gonna do like a hot rod kind of matte black on the body. Gave it to my buddy Adam to paint it. I said, I don't care what you wanna do whatever. So we got a little bit of like tealish and brown black patina. And after I had my wheels all painted up nice for the street red to go with the black, that's not gonna happen. So I don't know, you guys give me some ideas, give you a quick look over there. I think Vince and I were thinking about it, and I really wanted to do a cream because I thought that would go super well with the color of the body. And then Vince and I put it up next to the body. And it's like, we can't do cream with the white walls because they're kind of an off-white also. So I think we decided possibly maybe like a bronzish color, bronzish, can't even talk, bronzish brown or black. I don't really, obviously RZR's all black. Black would be fine, but I kind of wanted to change it up. with this style of sort of artillery wheel style, I don't really know that the black shows them off very well, so I think the bronze would be good. Anyway, tell me in the comments what you would do. Make fun of me for the brake system idea if you think that's stupid and idiotic, but I am hopeful it's going to work. So this is where I'm leaving you guys. Stay tuned. I will hopefully be making lots of progress here in a little bit. I think Vince is coming over tonight. Maybe Ryan. You guys seem both of them helping a lot with this thing. So we are back on it and it's going to make progress. Thank you guys. Subscribe, like this video, stick around. I'm getting excited. It is going to be sweet. I cannot wait. I want to get it running, make sure everything's cool, drive it around without the body, make sure everything works, and then it's body time. And that's going to be super awesome. All right, we'll catch you guys later.